Hello, friends all over the world. My name is John Obomesi, a trained medical scientist, author of Tradocracy, and many other books. I will look at the demerits and the disadvantages found in most democracies of the world. I've actually experienced ringing of elections and candidates of election forcing themselves through ringing on people. I decided to develop a system of government that shall be devoid of pseudo politics, ringing of election, and political abnormalities. This system of government I titled Tradocracy, Tradocratic system of government. People have lived in anguish, pains because of incompetent individuals forcing themselves to rule over the affairs of people through ringing or pseudo-political process. And I actually still discovered that it is not just solely the fault of the political candidate that do ring election. It is merely due to democratic structures and institutions. The foundation of democracy encourages ringing of elections, mediocres to rule over the affairs of people. This situation is pitiable in most other nations. Yes, but before I go into that, I would like to introduce Tradocracy, the new system of government, to the world. Tradocracy is defined as government of the well-being of people, expressing researcher, culture, and tradition of the people for the betterment of the people. Tradocracy is structured into arms of government, Department of Morality, and Sovereign Electoral Commission. The arms of government in Tradocracy shall either be four arms of government or three arms of government. If a country operates three arms of government of Tradocracy, the arms of government shall be executive, the researcher, and the legislature. The researcher is a new arm of government that was introduced, and it is the researcher that made Tradocracy different from democracy. It is the researcher that made Tradocracy to be unique and advanced in nature. Researcher actually define Tradocracy. If a country wishes to operate four arms, the arms of government shall be executive, researcher, legislature, and judiciary. Well, I observed that a lot of countries may choose to operate three arms of Tradocracy because to finance four arms of government may not be so easy. As you know, the new arm called researcher is a body of all professions, and all professions known in the state are represented in the House of Researcher. As you know, law profession is a profession, and law judiciary shall be inclusive of researcher arm if a country operates to the arms of Tradocracy. Yes, both the statutory aspect of judiciary shall be inclusive of researcher if Tradocracy operates three-arm system of government. You see, one of the major disadvantages of democracy was making a single perfection of law, judiciary as an arm of government at the expense of other perfections. It is not only judiciary, it is not only law that govern the people. All professions govern the people. All professions contribute meaningfully to the welfare of people and to the development of people. Law cannot operate itself without influence of other professions. A house which is called a court, in which a lawyer or a judge makes his proceedings, are built by professionals. Professionals like architects, engineers, the builders, carpenters, plumbers, and many other professionals build houses or courts in which a lawyer or a judge makes his proceedings. Yes, and the book, Barrow, electronics media, a lawyer or a judge uses in court are made by professionals. Electronics media, electronics gadgets, electronics materials are used in court to store information. Microphone is used in court. Electronics machines storing informations. Pen, papers, barrels are used to write down information and stored. Professional made this available. Professions, professional like engineers, pretty technologists made this available. Pretty technologists produce books and barrels. Electronic materials are produced by engineers. Without that, court proceedings cannot take place. Even the wig and the clothing the lawyer put on are made by professionals. What it means is that all professions govern the people, and all professions cut across all professions. Without books or electronics, law itself cannot be studied. So why would democracy make law profession only at the expense of all other professions? This is what Tradocracy came to correct. Tradocracy introduced researcher, a new arm of government that embrace all perfections. All perfections are part of researcher, which means researcher is a body of all perfections. Yes, the sovereign electoral commission is sovereign in Tradocracy because president or executive do not appoint electoral members. Electoral members come into power on no party basis, organized by the Department of Morality. Yes, executive or president do not police election and do not finance election. Electoral levies, electoral commission get their fund through electoral levies, but grant can be given to electoral commissions. Yes, electoral commissions have two autonomous units: electoral monitoring guides and electoral legislative assembly. These are the two autonomous units of sovereign electoral commission. The electoral legislative assembly makes law only for electoral commission. Parliament do not make law for electoral commission. This is done to rule out pseudo politics, rigging of election. Because Parliament makes law for electoral commission, they bring in wrong legislations, which always all the time encouraging pseudo-politics. And as such, again, a player cannot be at the same time a referee in his own match. That's the reason why presidents do not police election, do not appoint electoral commission members. Because president is a product of elections. He cannot be participating in elections and at the same time appointing electoral commission members or funding electoral commission or parliament making law for electoral commission. This action breed pseudo-politics, breed rigging and bad governance. You see, Tradocratic system of government, otherwise known as Tradocracy, is advanced in its nature. The functions of the new arm of government called the researcher is harmonization of research. It is harmonization of perfection, I mean. Yes, they harmonize perfections and involving research. 3 or 4 members are elected to the House of Researcher from professional groups. You see, 3 or 4 members who represent each profession. For instance, profession of military are represented, profession of health, profession of agriculture, profession of art, profession of engineering, profession of humanity, profession of environmental sciences. All professions known in the state are represented in the House of Researcher. Yes, to be involved in research and harmonization of perfections. 3 weeks on the field and 1 week in the House of Researcher for deliberation and appraisal and approval of their research. Yes, there shall be Federal House of Researcher, State House of Researcher, and Local Government House of Researcher. Yes, this is the unique aspect of this new arm of government called the researcher in Tradocracy. Researcher arm of government actually advance Tradocratic system of government. You see, representative of the House of Researcher are sent to the area of their specialty for research, for the purpose of research and development. Yes. For instance, representative health called researchers are sent to health institutions like hospitals and other health institutions. Representative engineering are sent to engineering firm. That is how it is done. This representative go into their area of socialization to be involved in research findings. For instance, let's say representative health go into development of new drugs to help to treat diseases that are not curable or phantom already existing drugs that have more side effects. They phantom need to have reduced side effects. Yes, once the research is concluded, they go to the House of Researcher for deliberation, appraisal, and approval. So also engineers representing an engineering unit of the House of Researcher, they go into research to produce engineering products and technological products. Once such is developed, this product and approved by the House of Researcher. This product is manufactured, developed for economy, for the purpose of economic advancement, welfare of people, development and industrialization of the state and nation. Once a product or an idea is approved by the House of Researcher, it is mandatory on the executive to develop it and to produce it for marketing, for sales, and for distribution. Failure to do that will attract penalty. Such actions shall be regarded as treason, yes, which is an impeachable offense, so that executive we always must produce products that is approved from the house of researcher. By so doing, such system of government will advance in economy, will be so developed, and will be so rich. People will have good welfare, good health, and anything you could think of. Nothing is comparable to Tradocracy system of government when put into practice. Another advantage of Tradocracy is a unique pattern of sovereign electoral commission. Electoral commission operates party system and group system. Elections or electoral competition is free to all. There is no class difference in electoral competition. Unlike what is obtained in democracy, there's complete class difference, there's discrimination because money is tied for electoral competition. In Tradocracy, money is not tied for electoral competition. For the post of president to the least post, money is not tagged. Any interested candidates will go freely to obtain electoral competition form for the post of president to the least post. Such person will not use money to buy electoral form or even use money for campaign and all electoral processes. Yes, sovereign electoral commission shall provide logistics for campaign and all electoral processes. Yes, electoral competition is made into elections, electoral examination, electoral debate. All these are grouped into percentage. Elections is grouped as 50%, while electoral debate 30%. Electoral examination, that's electoral routine examination, is grouped as 20%. Individual with the highest score wins the post he contested for. Why Tradocracy embrace this pattern is that a lot of people vote on party affiliations, not competency. People vote on religious affiliations, on tribal affiliations, not competency. And the essence of a system of government is to be able to select competent individuals that will rule over the affairs of people. People should not vote on party affiliations. Even when the party present incompetent individual, the fact that you are a member of that party will not warranty you to vote for such person. This is what is happening in Tradocracy, in democracy, in more democratic societies in the world. Yes, to prevent that, election is called at 50%, electoral debate is called as 30%, electoral examination is called as 20%. Individual with highest score win the post is contested for. Yes, because money is not tied for electoral competition. If voting is made free, why can't electoral competition be made free? Voting is made free in democracies because the Electoral Commission provides logistics for voting to be made free. Electoral Commission provides voting materials, ballot boxes, ink, uh, voting electronics machines, and all other logistics for voting to be made free. Why can't Electoral Commission still provide logistics for electoral competition be made free to allow participation of all classes? Because when you tag money for electoral competition, one has indirectly designed such system of government for the participation of the rich alone. Some people made money through fraudulent means. Some made money by tricks. Some made money through moral means. And fools can be a billionaires. A lot of people that brought social change, that invented aircraft, that designed ideas in economy, designed ideas in government, in public administration, that designed ideas in philosophy, in all subjects of the world, and many people from humble background or middle class. Yes, they design all these ideas. People made invented cars, electronic materials, and all that. And most of these persons are from middle class. So tagging money for electoral competition, you have ruled out people that have even brought great economic ideas for development and for purpose of governance. You see, another unique nature of Tradocracy is the selections of candidates for electoral competition. Because money is not tapped for electoral competitions, millions of candidates may be interested for electoral competition. If you are a member of parties, yeah, you contest under party platform. But if you are not member of parties, once you take electoral competition without paying money to obtain electoral competition form, some persons shall be made into a group, maybe group A to group F. If you are contesting for the post of president, primary elections shall be organized by electoral commission. Primary elections shall start from sub-wards. Who wins at sub-ward shall contest at ward level, and who wins at ward level shall contest at local government level. Who wins at local government level shall contest at state level. Who wins at state level shall contest at national level. And who wins at national level shall represent his groups. After the election, the group ceases to exist because it is designed in a way to be able to select individuals that will compete in election. Yes, so party system, primary election should still start as sub-wards. Together, candidate representing group system and candidate representing party system compete in the general elections. After the general elections or before the general elections, depending on what the electoral commission wants, electoral examination is conducted, which is called as 20%. Electoral debate is conducted, which is called as 30%. An election proper is called as 50%. Individual with the highest score wins the post he contested for. Because Tradocracy is government of competency, not government of majority. Majority decisions sometimes could be wrong. That is why Tradocracy embraces competency. Yes, the essence of a system of government is competency. Yes, the essence of a system of government is competency. What is the use of a system of government when competency is not expressed? Tradocracy is unique in its nature when put into practice. In Tradocracy, there is no vice president. The upper arm of legislature could be House of Peace or Senate. House of Peace, a representative of House of Peace shall be elected from traditional groups. Yes, for instance, kings or queens shall be elected into House of Kings if a country operates some type of upper arm of legislature. But if a country operates Senate, representative of Senate shall come from the public. Yes, country of immigrants like United States, most South and North America countries, countries from the oceanic region, most of them are country of immigrants. Senate might be desirable for such country. But if a country is predominantly made up of kings, as of peace is preferable for such nation. But as of peace exists together with the lower house, and Senate also exists together with the lower house. The lower house of parliament, representatives of the lower house comes from the public. Yes. But however, house of peace or Senate, depending which upper arm of legislature is in operation, elect the second man in power next to the president. Yes, if House of Peace is in operation, the second man in power next to the president shall be called national onoji. But if Senate is in operation, the second man in power shall be called national leader. And national onoji, which is the second man in power, sign all bills into law together with the president. So what it means, the signatory of the second man in power and the president are needed for a bill to become a law. However, president has 14 veto power over the decision of national onoji or, national leader, as the case may be, depending which upper arm of legislature is in operation. Yes, there are traditional ministries. These traditional ministries are under the control of national onoji. These ministries are Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Art and Culture, Ministry of Health, and Ministry of Police Affairs are under the control of the second man in power. But all other ministry, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Commerce, all other ministries are under the control of president. And president is controlled Treasury Department. And president can make further ministry. So far, the ministry that the president may create further is not the same with the ministry under the control of national onoji or the second man in power. This is the unique nature of Tradocracy. Tradocracy is so advanced, and Tradocracy is unique. Tradocracy, the country may choose to operate a type of Tradocracy that suit its cultural affiliations and traditions. Yes, you see, the Department of Morality, control moral conduct in society. If individuals make money through negative means or have suspicious behavior, such Department of Morality suspects such individual, he could cause such person to order or take the person to court for prosecution. Yes, that is the unique aspect of Department of Morality. Again, another unique aspect of Department of Morality is to evaluate performance of all executive political leaders, ranging from post of president to the least post, for the purpose of them to continue in office or discontinue in office. You see, at the end of each term in office, evaluation of performance is carried out on all executive political leaders. If such political leaders score below 50%, such individual shall not continue in office. This action is different from impeachment process. Impeachment process is completely handled by legislative arm of government. Yes, if individual discontinue office due to low performance, does not mean he will not receive or is entitled. That is why it's different from impeachment process. This action is carried out by Department of Morality to prevent huge sum of money spent on frequent elections. At the end of each term in office, election comes again and again. Yes, it's only individuals who scored above 50% shall recontest elections. Thank you very much for listening. Know that Tradocracy is the best system of government when put into practice. It is the most advanced system of government because of the new arm called the researcher, and because government or president do not finance election, do not appoint electoral commission members. There is no pseudo politics. Elections and electoral process are well defined. Thank you very much for listening.